I don't know how long I was out. The darkness seemed to stretch on forever. I tried to open my eyes, but I would immediately close them when the pain throbbed at my temple. I cringed. What? What happened to me? Lady Aura? I felt a warm hand touch my forehead. The sensation was strange, especially since I was in the house with only toys. Lady Aura, are you alright? That voice was familiar, so soft and gentle. Sol? I opened my eyes this time. My head was resting on someone's lap. Thank goodness you are finally awake. I stared up at the face of a blonde prince, hovering over me. Concern spread over his handsome features. His hair was the sunshine yellow and his eyes the color of jade. How are you feeling? Ah! I tried to get away from the strange person, but my headache shot to an excruciating level and I felt the dizziness return. The prince eased me back down. Please lie still for a little while longer. You hit your head rather hard when you fell a while ago. It was my fault for not being able to help you. For that, I deeply apologize, Millie. Who are you? I didn't understand. Why was there a human here? Only Toys lives in the deluxe mansion now. His face was kind, but I couldn't help feeling scared. It's me, Sol. Eh? You're Sol? The smile he showed me was so gentle. Strange as it sounded, I believed it was Sol because of that smile. Just how hard did I hit my head? It came as a surprise to me as well. Everything happened so fast, I do not know how to explain it. Wait, if you're back to being human, then the others are human again as well, but... His gaze shifted to where Gull was sitting. She hadn't moved, still a lifeless doll. We thought the curse had finally ended, but... Hearing the soft disappointment in his voice made my chest feel tight. Can you stand? Yes. Easy now. I held onto Sol's arm as I tried to get onto my feet. My legs felt boneless. It took all my strength not to collapse onto the floor again. The higher I rose from my position, the dizzier I felt. Unable to stop myself, I fell against Sol's chest. I apologize for this, my lady. Ugh! Sol swept me into his arms without any hesitation. My instinct was to flay, but I barely had the energy to speak. Put me down. You are weak and tired, and I cannot let you walk in this condition. I opened my mouth to argue, but I couldn't even muster words anymore. I felt so tired. I closed my eyes and leaned against Sol's chest. The rhythm of his heart echoed in my head, lullabying me to sleep. After the beaten spell, I slept like the dead for a day. When I finally awoke, I could feel the ton of bricks lay upon my head. I looked at the mirror. Lilia brought me and shuddered. My paper-white skin made the dark circles beneath my eyes look even worse. Even a dead person would look better than I do. What kind of expression is that, Miss Aura? You look funny. I glowered at the petite girl beside me. Her pink ponytail swayed when she bobbed her head. Her pretty blue eyes sparkled with laughter, which darkened my expression. When I woke up, Lily was the one beside me. She filled me in on the important details. Everyone saw the same white light when they all transformed back to their human form. No one knew what caused the light or the transformation, but they decided I had to be related to it, since the light happened after I fainted, and they soon transformed. The curse was not broken, but it was disturbed. Everyone was convinced my coming here was simply not a coincidence. Lily was about to leave the room when someone suddenly opened the door. You are not supposed to enter a lady's room without permission, Lord Dion. What if you saw Miss Aura unclothed? You can have that. A guy with platinum blonde hair was leaning against the door frame. He resembled Sol very much, except for the lighter hair and amber eyes. Can I come in? There you go. I just asked permission. Lord Dion! And to see Aura naked, now that would be a rare and lovely sight. Oh my goodness, no. Dion's lips turned into a slight grin when he finally saw me in my bed. I don't know whether he was joking or being serious, but knowing Dion, it was definitely the latter. I gave him a stern glare, but that didn't stop the blush burning my cheeks. This is not something a gentleman would say. Lily sighed. with exhibition of Dion's unrelenting grin. It looked like she wanted to say more, but given Dion's stubbornness, she probably thought there was little she could do. I better go and help Miss Maria now. Please do not cause Miss Aura any trouble. Dion raised both his hands in surrender, but his grin didn't change. Easy now, I won't do anything. Good. Lily gave him one more glare before leaving the hall. Dion shrugged and wandered into my room. That was a rather interesting conversation. There are consequences to seeming naked, though. You will no doubt suffer permanent blindness. He chuckled. I don't mind being blind forever, knowing that the last thing I've seen is something so beautiful. I deeply blushed. A deep blush covered my face, and I glared at him. Pervert. Dion chuckled again. I'm glad that you're alright. My brother has been so worried about you, you know. Really? Yeah, I'm sure he'll be in here in 3, 2. As Dion counted, the sound of soft but rapid footsteps came hurrying down the hall. Sol stumbled in and stood beside Dion, bending down to try and catch his breath. And 1. My lady, Sol huffed between words, pressing his hands to his chest as he regained his breath. You are finally awake. I gave Sol a worried look. Are you all right, Sol? I should be the one asking you that, my lady. I came as soon as I found out you were awake. Dion leaned one arm against the wall and whistled a low sound. You seem more worried than usual, Sol. How suspicious. Sol blushed at the smirk Dion wore with pride. Stop that, brother. As usual, it is really fun watching my little brother get flustered. Little brother? It took me a moment to remember that Dion was the oldest son. It didn't help that Dion was a few inches shorter and Sol behaved with a greater air of maturity. When they stood together, it was easy to forget who was the eldest. So noisy, can't you keep your voice down, Dion? It's still so early in the morning. A third male came in from the hall. As he walked in, his dark skin and piercing silver eyes were revealed, which seemed even more dangerous when combined with the annoyed look on his face. And this must be Royale. What's your problem, old man? It's not like anyone can hear me anyway. There are plenty of animals who would disagree. Dion smirked at Royale and swung his hand in a dismissive way. And since when did you become so friendly with animals? Since realizing they're higher beings than you and deserve the respect. Royale certainly didn't fit the butler role when he spoke to Dion, a deluxe son, in such a manner. I guess 7 years as a teddy bears changed their relationship. Or maybe they've always were close enough to argue this way. So you're like the king of the forest now, Papa Bear. I flinched at that nickname, having forgot about it after my sleeping spell. Royale shot me a glare and I immediately faced the floor. Royale sighed. How mature, Dion? Why, thank you. I shifted uncomfortably on my bed, lifting my head a little. I wasn't bothered too much about it, but they were arguing in my room, which seemed inappropriate, even if I was only a guest in the house. I think Sol realised my discomfort because he stepped between Sol and Dion. Because he sat between Royale and Dion. He looked displeased, though it didn't diminish the gentleness of his features. A gentleman, or as a lady, and our guest. Please show some restraint and respect. I saw Royale wince, but didn't show much remorse. I have no time for idiots like him. Just seeing, Royale shot Dion a glare and left. More like he flung himself quickly out of the room. Goodbye. I thought she looked a little sulky. I'd been told off, but it might have been my imagination. Royale's still a grumpy old bear. The nod was a little relieving. I was getting used to his growly personality and I would have missed the grumpy Royale. There you are. Ugh! That voice. Following that sudden voice, a lady with long dark hair and startling red eyes came in from the hall. There was a demonic aura around her, not weakened by the deadly glare she aimed at Dion's head. Ah, Miss Maria, fancy meeting you here. I gaped at the doorway. That is Miss Maria? I'd always imagined her to be a schoolteacher or something similar to my previous landlady. Not too old, but showing plenty of age as someone tasked to take care of the Deluxe children. Miss Maria looked to be only in her mid to late 20s. Shaking off from the work again, eh, Dion? I was just... Miss Maria didn't give Dion the chance to finish, taking hold of his ear and then proceeding to drag him towards the door. I couldn't help but wince. Oh, careful with my ears! Stopping before she left the room, Miss Maria looked over at me as if discovering I was there. Her arms lowered a little, pulling Dion down with it. His teary eye made my heart thump in sympathy, even if he did it himself by avoiding his chores. Oh, so you're finally awake? Yeah. Do you have any idea how this happened? I slowly shook my head. Therese's manner of speaking hadn't changed, leaving me nervous but a little relieved. I felt I should apologise, but she sighed and continued speaking before I could. Thought so. The answers will no doubt come at the right time. I trust they shall as well. Saul offered me a gentle smile and excused himself from the room. Miss Maria, can you let go now? Miss Maria turned her stern eyes from me and resumed glaring at Dion. No, you're coming with me. Resuming her retreat, Miss Maria dragged Dion from the room by the ear. More like she flung him across the room again. I heard him whimpering and begging for mercy all the way down the hall. I squeezed my locket, confused and anxious over what had just occurred in my room. It scared me a little that things seemed more normal when everyone was a plush toy. Hopefully I'll figure out these answers soon.